Hey folks, how you doing? Robert here. Today we're going to make tuna casserole or tuna salad type stuff on the alcohol stove. What you need is mayonnaise, 2 cans of tuna, some relish or chow chow, 6 eggs hard boiled cooked on an alcohol stove. The alcohol stove is about half to 3/4 full of fuel. We'll let it get going, and we'll put the pot on, and we'll dice up the onions and the. So while the eggs are boiling, we're going to dice the onions and the celery. We're also in the process of making homemade bread too, so we'll let it rise, and hopefully everything will be done at the same time. I'm going to process everything today on my new knife. I got a new Kershaw. It's a folding lock blade. It's a very good knife. It seems to work good. I thought when I bought it might have been high carbon steel, but it's not. It ends up being stainless. But still, it works good. So we got the celery diced, and the onions. Celery, of course, and the onions. The eggs are getting to a boil. The old stove's working away there. It's a big old pot, but it'll boil. We'll already opened the cans. We'll drain the tuna. Not completely dry, but 2 cans. It's supposed to be fresh tuna that we're using, but canned tuna will work too. Okay, we'll get that scraped out into a dish and get it ready. So we have our tuna ready here. We have our celery, our onions, and we have our. You can either use relish. I'm using chow chow, same stuff pretty much anyway. It's all relish. The eggs are getting to the point where they'll boil. You fill the alcohol stove up with about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of fuel. Let it boil until it's done boiling, and your eggs will be good and ready. Be good and hard boiled. Just using salad dressing, just cheap stuff, nothing fancy. And we'll get back when we mix her all up and show you what it looks like. We got a boil on them there eggs, just about starting. So let them boil for a little bit, and then we'll get back to them and cool them off in cold water, and we'll dice them up, and we'll put them over here with the rest of our stuff. And I'm just going to do it in a stainless steel pot, nothing fancy. Mix all the ingredients in there and put some mayonnaise in it, put a cover on it, put it in the fridge. We'll be good to go. So now the eggs are all done. All I'm going to do is dice them up and throw them in the other pot, and we'll get back to you. They're all diced up. Now onions. Celery. Mix her up. Tuna. Just pour it in. Now I'll need 2 hands to mix it. I'll get back to you and show you what it looks like. Now folks, that's what it looks like after it's all mixed up. There's no mayonnaise in that, but you can put any type of salad dressing on it that you want. You can put Miracle Whip in it. You can leave it like that and eat it. It's still good. There's enough there. It's a fairly big pot. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably 8 or 10 cups there worth of food. So, I mean, you'd feed 5 people with it, no problem. Very quick and easy to make with some eggs and some tuna. You can throw, onions, green peppers. I used onions and celery because it's what I had. But you can put anything in it, any type of peppers you want. You can put jalapenos, whatever you want in there. A little bit of red hot sauce if you want it. It's all good. Whatever, you can season it to your taste. But a fine meal. Anyway, the bread's rising. We'll We'll wait for that dries, put it in the oven, and I think I'm going to try this stuff out right now. There's mine with some mayonnaise in it. Put some salt and pepper in mine. Just so you know, folks, you serve that chilled. But there it is. Tuna salad, casserole, whatever you want to call it. Eggs cooked on an alcohol stove. Great fun. Thanks a lot, folks, for watching. You guys all have a good day.